Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Got it.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 7, Kansas State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Launching it downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. The back's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Check. 8.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's second down here. Motion now from the tight end. Here's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
Ready?
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
42, spot on.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Ready?
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense operating in high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. He stopped just short of that first down marker. Inches away from it.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The shotgun running play call. And that run produces a decent gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Shotgun formation here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. K-State offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He lets it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Which offense could get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention. Opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Tailback with another carry. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Moves.
And now the handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Linebacker shifting around now. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And the Horned Frogs move into the red zone.
Get set. Get set. Now.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap.
Go.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Ready?
2nd and goal play, spot the ball at the 9.
In blue. In blue.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready.
The 10th play of this drive is a 3rd down and goal. There's the snap. looking to throw the ball. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Now, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Pat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. He make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. TCU 13, Kansas State 3.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play.
Line 22. Here we go.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Out of bounds at the 46. 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Wildcats pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, so the deficit now just 3, 13-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
TCU 13, Kansas State 10.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. TCU offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Here we go.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Ready,
The
set.
offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's that defense shifting again.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Ready, fight. Over.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
On the ready.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down.
Fire.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
On the set.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on 4th down.
Clear.
Looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
And the running back takes the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Wildcats. They go in front in the final minute of play. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead.
TCU 13.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The Horned Frogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Handoff heading left. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught quickly. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. Got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks.
He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that pick will preserve the victory for the defense as the time runs out.